stelle mir das ja wahnsinnig schön vor. 1,5 Jahre auf den Bahamas und jetzt aber wieder zurück mit neuem Album und auf Tour gewesen und jetzt der wichtigste Termin von allen, nämlich unser Interview. Lenny Kravitz, welcome.
Thank you very much
for being here. I just told the people that you spent the last 1.5 years on the Bahamas, at the beach, in a caravan, on your own. So I guess now being back with a new album and being back on the huge stage must be like a cultural clash, isn't it? How does it feel?
Well, it's good to be back with new music. It's great to be on tour. I just finished a 2-month leg of a European tour, which ended a couple days ago, and now we're here. It's great.
Yeah.
There's definitely a time and a place for everything. I definitely miss the beach. I definitely miss the caravan and the quiet life. But it's great to be out here with the people that support my music and make this happen for me.
How much of this quiet time, the beach and the summer and the Bahamas can we hear on the record?
I mean, it's all there. It was a great experience. I lived a very simple life. I was around very few people, and I just spent my time being quiet and creative, writing music and just living life.
After 20 years, it's the first #1 album in Germany. So how does it feel for you?
It's definitely a gift. I'm very honored, and having a #1 album is not a bad thing.
Not really, but I guess it was also something special. What was better for you, to get this eye honor of Frédéric Mitterrand a couple of days ago in France, or to have the #1?
No, it's all good. You can't compare.
A lot of good things in your life happening right now, aren't they?
Yeah, thank God, God. So, that definitely was a surprise and a very big honor as well. In France, life is good.
You told the people there about the very special concert in France you did in 1998 or something, 89, where your career changed overnight. What kind of concert was it?
It was a festival called Transmusical in Rennes, and where different bands would play, new bands, and I played there, and everything changed the next day. I got really great reviews, and people took notice, and they sort of put the word out. But Germany was also one of the first places that I went. When they sent me from America, because they weren't sure what to do with me at the time, I went to France, I went to the UK, I went to Germany, and I went to Holland. And those were the 4 countries where everything started. So Germany's always been a very special place for me as well. I went to Hamburg on that first trip in 1989.
Yeah. And now #1 in Germany again. Actually, there is one special song on the record called "A Black and White America," like the album does, and it's a very special song for you as well, I guess, because it's about your parents, their marriage in the 60s, and about problems with racism over there. But why do you focus on this topic now in 2011?
I don't know, it just came up. I suppose in that time in the Bahamas, I was thinking about my life in growing up. I don't have either of my parents anymore, and I think about them quite often. And it's also it also sort of parallels where we are today, even though times are different. We're not living in the time of the civil rights movement, but we have an African American president, and we also have a lot of people in America who are not quite comfortable with the changes that have taken place, and that was based upon a documentary that I had seen about this group of people who wanted America to go back to the way it was, say, 100 years ago, and they were complaining about their country, and it just made me think about, wow, how people could still think this way, and it made me think about myself growing up as a biracial child, and it made me think about my parents and what they went through to be together. So it just kind of came out.
But seeing that video you did must be very emotional for you as well, because there are so many private pictures, your parents and everything. How does it feel? How was it to see it the first time? Did you choose the pictures as well?
Yeah, they were from my family album, and a friend of mine went through them and made that little video, just to put on YouTube. We also use it in the show. But yeah, it's a trip, and I think the audience, when they see it every night in the concert on the screen behind, they always say, wow, are you really comfortable sharing all of these private moments? But I never think about that. I always feel like it's to be shared. music is a vehicle for me to share my life.
And music can be a way to make political statements as well. Do you think that more musicians should use this way of communication to do so?
I mean, I think people should just do what they feel. If they feel it, I don't think anybody should do anything in particular, if you don't feel it. But these are the things that I feel, and I'm completely comfortable, doing it.
I saw a very special video as well from the song Stand, actually a very funny one. Is it something special for you because you can combine your talents of music and acting? Is it much more fun than to do other videos?
Yeah, it was fun. I just, that was the first video I did for the album, and I didn't feel like doing a typical, playing the guitar and, this performance video. So I wanted to do something that was funny and do something where I could play different characters. So that's where that whole thing came from.
Could you explain me the expression boongie drop?
Boongie in Bahamian slang means ass.
Ach, okay.
So it's a dance, basically, where you drop your backside.
It's a dance, as we hear on the track as well.
Yes.
I want to dance as well. What about you? If you're going out, are you a dancer or sitting in the corner and looking around and just...
Both.
Both.
I like to watch and I like to dance, yeah.
You just finished your tour. So how have been the reactions in Germany so far?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
We had a great tour. And we'll be coming back to Germany, in Europe in general, in the summer for, maybe a 2.5 month tour.
But
so
I heard...
we won't be away too long.
But I heard there are not just the new tracks, there are 4 or 5 new tracks, and you play a lot of hits of yours as well. Why did you choose to combine the older stuff with the new stuff?
Well, I think people come and they want to hear these songs that are part of their lives, and they also want to hear some new things, So I try to mix it up in a way that flows very well.
What I'm looking forward for tonight is Push, because it's one of my favorites on the record as well.
Thank you very much.
I know that's the reason why I'm playing it, but no. Tell me about the situation when you wrote it, because it's such sad and so optimistic at the same way.
Well, I dreamt the song. I woke up in my caravan one morning, and it was in my head. And I ran straight to the studio, which is just...
How gifted you are.
It was just in the back of the trailer. And I sat at the piano, and I was trying to remember everything that I heard. And that was it. It just came out like that. And it's wonderful when you dream music, because it's so easy. It just comes out. And that was it. That was actually the first song recorded for this album. That was the very first thing that came out.
But maybe like it should be easy, then the people like it as well. Yeah. What's special, because I read a lot of stuff about Lenny Kravitz design, and you're designing a skyscraper. Is it true in Miami right now?
Yes.
How does it look like?
I'm actually going there in a couple of weeks to do some things there. I started this design company, Kravitz Design, years ago, and I've been working very hard at it. It's something that I really enjoy as much as I enjoy music. And so I've been doing different jobs, hotel jobs, condominium jobs, clubs, restaurants. And this is one called Paramount Bay. That's in Miami on Biscayne Bay. And it's a beautiful, tall building. And we've been putting it together now. And it's really challenging and really satisfying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last question. People can see you on big screen over here as well. Hunger Games. It's the movie.
Coming out March 23rd, I believe, here.
Yeah, it is. What's special about the movie? Why did you choose to be a part of?
I thought the story was really great. I thought the book was great. I liked Gary Ross very much, the director, and he offered me the part. So he called me while I was in the Bahamas in the studio and said, if you'd like to play this part, you can have the part. You don't have to audition, just show up. And I thought, wow, I've only really done one other film. I did Precious. So I got the book and I read it, loved it, called him back and said, I would love to make the film with you.
It's great to have all the possibilities, right?
Yeah, it was, I thought it was really nice of him to have faith in me and to offer me the role. And I had a great time making it.
What are you most thankful for in your life hearing all that stuff you can do music, act, you can design, you can live your passions.
I'm just thankful for life every day. I'm thankful for my daughter and my family and all the loved ones that I have in my life, and the fact that I get to use my gift, you know, to live is such a great thing. And of course, health is extremely important, and you know, that's really it. I mean, everything else is gravy. If I have my health, I have people that I love and that love me, and I can make music, even if it wasn't to be on this level, just to make music, I'd be completely satisfied. Everything else is gravy and icing, as we say. So I'm very fortunate.
Great talking to you. Thank you very much for being
Pleasure
here.
to meet you.
Lenny Kravitz. Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.